Hello everyone. So today we are again moving towards the another topic of Java. As we have already discussed, this is the object oriented programming with Java. This is the subject we study in generally fourth semester. So moving towards this, in the last lecture I have discussed all of this history of Java, that how Java was evolved, who all were the team members involved in it, why it was named as Oak, what was the Java environment, and all the basic features of Java. So now today, this already we have discussed, these were the milestones, why to learn Java. So not going on the revision, I'll move forward with the another slides. These all things we have already discussed about the OOPS features of Java. What was object? What do you mean by class, inheritance, polymorphism? I have already discussed this. So directly coming to the slide. So students, today we are going to discuss about the Java program. As we already know that Java is an object-oriented programming language. Okay, before Java, C were in evolution, but C++ includes only some of the features of OOPS. So that's why Java came into existence, and this is the basic template of a Java program. As you can see, this is important portion, so we have to focus on every line of the syntax. Okay, so talking towards the first line, this is class ABCD. This is the basic template of a Java program. So every student must by heart learn the basic structure of Java program. So let me explain one by one the line. The first one is class ABCD. As you can see that Java is always relying on the class or the object. So what is class? Class was basically a collection of objects which is binded together, and we use it with some different methods to implement the logic via Java program. So this is the class we have created named as ABCD. Then walking towards the loop, this is public static void main string arguments. As you already know that in C programming, we take the various lines for printing the output, and we take the main function as void function. So here we declare this line, third line, as the main function declaration. Now every word here in this line means differently. Public basically is used for the access modifier, we are using it, or the specifier, we use it, that this method is publicly declared, and by declaring this method, we can access the whole part of the program. Now, static means that we are working towards the static part of the program. Void is the data type of main function. So, main is the function जो हम void data type के साथ use कर रहे हैं, और publicly हम इस पूरे इसके अंदर हम इस ब्रेसेस के अंदर जो भी कोड डिक्लेयर करेंगे उससे हम अपने लॉजिक को इम्प्लीमेंट कर पाएंगे. ओके, स्ट्रिंग आर्ग्यूमेंट्स, दिस इज द बेसिक टेम्पलेट ऑफ दिस लाइन. देन सिस्टम आउट डॉट प्रिंटलन हेलो CS1 एंड CS2. तो यहाँ पे बेसिकली हम क्या कर रहे हैं, हमने यहाँ पे एक क्लास ABCD के नाम से क्रिएट किया है, और फिर मेन फंक्शन को डिक्लेयर करते हुए सिंपली हम दो चीजों को प्रिंट करा रहे हैं, स्ट्रिंग हेलो CS1 और CS2. तो अगर मैं कहूं आपसे कि आप जैसे C में प्रोग्राम लिखते हैं टू प्रिंट द हेलो वर्ड इन अवर via our program. So here this is the basic Java program where we are printing two things, hello CS1 and CS2. So this would be the basic structure of the Java program. Moving towards some more functionality. This is the basic template of a Java program. As you can see that we have various sections. सबसे पहले हमारा डॉक्यूमेंटेशन आता है, देन पैकेज सेक्शन, इंपोर्ट, इंटरफेस, class definitions, main method class and main method definition. The program which we have discussed here, it comprises from class definitions. हमने यहाँ से basically इस step से start किया है, class को define किया था ABCD के नाम से जो हमारी class define थी, and after that we have declared the main method class, और मेन मेथड क्लास के अंदर हमने मेन मेथड अपना डिफाइन किया है जो कि हमारा PSVM, पब्लिक स्टैटिक वॉइड मेन के नाम से था. तो ये दिस इज द बेसिक स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ द जावा प्रोग्राम. इफ वी टॉक अबाउट लैंग्वेज, कि लैंग्वेज वाइज हम उसके प्रोग्राम को इस तरीके से हम इन सेक्शंस में डिवाइड करते हैं. मूविंग फर्दर about Java programs. So if I say basic syntax, what is this? About Java programs, this is some mismatch here. About Java programs, it is very important to keep in mind these things: case sensitivity, class names, method names, program file name. As we already know that this is the documentation section. If I talk about this slide, ABCD. First of all, the main feature of Java, that why we call Java as a robust programming language, is that because here we create a class whatever is the name as if here it is ABCD. और हम लोग जब जावा का प्रोग्राम सेव करते हैं अपने सिस्टम में इन कंपाइलर, so we save it with the same name as the declaration of the class. For example, here if I see, so I will save this file or program as abcd.java because here we have taken the class name as Java. तो Java में जो भी हम class create करते हैं, from that name only we save. Okay. Then class names, the first letter, these are some of the rules given that first letter of the class declaration should always start with the uppercase. कैपिटल में हम अपने क्लास की डिक्लेरेशन का फर्स्ट लेटर लिखते हैं, और अगर हमने बहुत सारे वर्ड्स को यूज किया है कोई क्लास का नेम पुट करने के लिए, so each inner word should be like this in uppercase. For example, here you can see the I hope this is visible to everyone. Class, my first class, Java class. So this class keyword we have used because we are showing the creation of this Java class. और यहाँ पे जो हमने डिक्लेयर किया है उसका नाम है my first Java class. So what does it mean? My का M हमारा कैपिटल है, फर्स्ट का F हमारा कैपिटल है और जावा का J हमारा कैपिटल है. तो ये हमारा, यही मेरा क्लास का नेम हो गया जो मैं यूज कर रही हूँ अपनी न्यू क्लास क्रिएट करने के लिए. ओके. So these are the two rules. First one is case sensitivity, that Java is case sensitive. For example, if we are writing the identifier hello, so hello if we are starting with small h, उसका अलग मीनिंग है, and if we are starting with capital H, तो उसका अलग मीनिंग है. तो first feature of the Java program is that it is case sensitive. Second feature is that whenever we are declaring the class names, okay, so first letter should always be in the upper mode, uppercase, and if several words are used to form a name of the class, each inner word was और first letter उसका कैपिटल होना चाहिए. फिर उसके बाद हम आते हैं मेथड नेम्स में. सारे मेथड नेम्स जो हैं वो हमेशा स्मॉल लेटर यानी कि लोअर केस लेटर से हमारे स्टार्ट होते हैं. एंड इफ सेवरल वर्ड्स आर यूज्ड टू फॉर्म द नेम ऑफ द मेथड, तो उसमें भी डिक्लेरेशन है कि अगर आप बहुत सारे अल्फाबेट्स को यूज कर रहे हो, सो वी डिक्लेयर इन दिस वे, पब्लिक वॉइड माई मेथड नेम. सो दिस इज द नेम ऑफ द मेथड जिसको हमने माई मेथड नेम के नाम से बोला है. Program file name. Name of the program file should exactly match the class name. When saving the file, you should save it using the class name. For example, remember Java is case sensitive and append.java. Same, जो मैंने अभी आपको बताया कि whatever class I am creating or whatever is the name of my class, we always save our program by that name only. Okay. So the name of the program file should exactly match the क्लास नेम. जब हम फाइल को सेव करते हैं तो हमें उसके क्लास नेम से ही सेव करना होता है और डॉट जावा उसके आगे हमें अपेंड करना होता है. ठीक है. Assume, but please make a note that in case you do not have a public class present in the file, then file name can be different than class name. अब ये बात इंपॉर्टेंट है कि यहाँ पे हमने जब डिक्लेरेशन किया था तो हमने थर्ड लाइन में पब्लिक स्टैटिक वॉइड मेन लिखा था, यानी कि ये पब्लिक कीवर्ड मैं इसलिए यूज कर रही थी बताने के लिए कि जो मेरा क्लास नेम है तो फाइल नेम जो है वो डिफरेंट हो सकता है क्लास नेम से, लेकिन हमेशा जरूरी नहीं है कि पब्लिक कीवर्ड वहां मेंशन हो. तो अगर मान लीजिए पब्लिक कीवर्ड नहीं मेंशन है, सो वी कैन चेंज द नेम ऑफ द फाइल ऑल्सो. यहाँ पे फाइल आपका abc.java के नाम से सेव है और आगे आपका नहीं सेव होगा. पब्लिक स्टैटिक वॉइड मेन स्ट्रिंग आर्ग्यूमेंट्स. तो जावा का जो प्रोग्राम है उसकी प्रोसेसिंग आपकी मेन मेथड से स्टार्ट होती है, यानी कि मेन ही हमारा वो मेथड है जो हमारा सब सारे ही जावा प्रोग्राम का मेन पार्ट है, यानी कि मैंडेटरी पार्ट है. और अगर हम मेन फंक्शन स्टार्ट नहीं करेंगे तो उससे हमारा प्रोग्राम आगे फंक्शन स्टार्ट नहीं होगा. अब these are the components which are known as Java identifiers. As we already know that in every programming language we have some identifiers. And what are identifiers? जो भी हमारी different चीजें होती है, जैसे हम किसी क्लास की बात कर रहे हैं, वेरिएबल की बात कर रहे हैं, मेथड की बात कर रहे हैं, तो जो भी नेम्स हम किसी क्लास, वेरिएबल या मेथड्स के लिए यूज करते हैं उसको हम आइडेंटिफायर्स बोलते हैं. जावा में बहुत सारे पॉइंट्स हैं इसको रिमेंबर करने के लिए. ये कुछ की पॉइंट्स गिवन है जो हमें, जब हम आइडेंटिफायर्स को अपने क्लास प्रोग्राम में डिक्लेयर करते हैं, एट दैट टाइम वी हैव टू रिमेंबर. ओके. The first point is all identifiers should begin with a letter, capital A to Z or small a to Z, currency character or an underscore. So first important thing is whenever we are declaring any identifier in Java, at that time we have to use alphabetic A to Z, currency character, that means this dollar character, or an underscore character. We can use either of these three options. Then second feature is after the first character, identifiers can have any combination of characters. After the declaration of the first character, जो इनमें से कोई होगा हमारा, या तो capital A to Z currency, उसके बाद we can write any combination of identifiers. Any keyword like we use new keyword or any keyword whatever we are using, that we cannot use as an identifier anytime. मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंटली आइडेंटिफायर्स आर केस सेंसिटिव। अगर हम बात करते हैं सेंसिटिविटी की, तो आइडेंटिफायर्स जो हैं, जो कीवर्ड है, आपको उनको आइडेंटिफायर्स की तरह यूज नहीं करना होता, वो भी केस सेंसिटिव होते हैं। फॉर एग्जाम्पल, हियर यू कैन सी द एग्जाम्पल्स ऑफ सम लीगल आइडेंटिफायर्स। लीगल मीन्स विच विल बी एक्सेप्टेड इन दी Java program. For example, I have declared age, then dollar salary, then underscore value, and underscore one underscore value. So what does it means? It means that we are declaring some age, okay, salary of any person, value of that salary, underscore, and this is the value of that salary. Now this is the illegal identifier. Here as you can see कि यहाँ पे इन्होंने identifier 1 2 3 से start किया है, तो कभी भी identifier Java में numeric value से start नहीं होता है. That will be a wrong declaration of the identifier. That's why we are naming it as illegal identifier. तो illegal identifier का example जो है वो आपका ये दिया हुआ है. तो जब भी आप आइडेंटिफायर को डिक्लेयर करोगे तो आप उसे हमेशा न्यूमेरिक से स्टार्ट करोगे. जैसे यहाँ पे 1 2 3 स्टार्ट किया है, 1 2 3 ABC, ठीक है. ये सैलरी दिया है आपने, माइनस सैलरी. ओके. Java modifiers. Like other languages, it is possible to modify classes, methods, etc. by using modifiers. जैसे कि अभी हमने देखा था, then when we are declaring the main line, public static void main, at that time we are using the modifier and named as public. So now we will discuss more in detail about these modifiers. Basically, these modifiers are of two types, as the name is indicating here, access and non-access. Access is further divided into 4 parts: default, public, private, and protected. Non-access is further divided into 3-4 types: final, abstract, static, and super. तो अगर हम बात करें इसकी, तो डिफॉल्ट है आपका, पब्लिक है, प्रोटेक्टेड है, प्राइवेट है. तो इन चारों को हम ले रहे हैं. और नॉन एक्सेस मॉडिफायर में आपके फाइनल, एब्स्ट्रैक्ट, स्टैटिक, सुपर. इनका मीनिंग क्या है अभी हम करेंगे. दिस इज द बेसिक these are the basic steps they are showing when we want to compile our file, save our file, compile our file, and then we want to execute it. So here you can see this is the command prompt screen. This is a screenshot of a command prompt screen where it is showing Java C abcd.java. Means we have taken the class named as abcd and saved with the same name. Okay, so we are taking this abcd.java और फिर यहाँ पे हम hello CS1 और CS2 IMSEC लिख रहे हैं. That means we have printed this particular line which is showing in the third line. So this is the compilation and this is the command prompt screen when we are simply printing the name of a class named as abcd.java. Now this is the some program flow they are showing. As in the features of Java, I have discussed that Java compiles bytecode. So what is bytecode? Bytecode is basically the intermediate code between the source code and the main code that will run on the compiler. So in Java, bytecode will be simply the class file which we are taking it in the form of .java. So whatever class we are creating, it will be named as .class file and we will take it as bytecode. So what is the flow of program? First of all, source code, what I have given in the form of .java file, that will come and enter into the compiler. What compiler will do? Compiler of Java is known as Java C. Compiler will take that source code and it will convert it into an intermediate bytecode. So what is a bytecode? This is an intermediate code that we take as the extension of .class file. Then this bytecode will simply go to the main machine, that means main engine of Java compiler, which is named as JVM. JVM basically stands for Java Virtual Machine. So JVM is the main platform or the main working engine of Java. और जो ये बाइट कोड यहाँ पे JVM में जाएगा, then it will be giving the interpretation in different operating system. For example, here you can see interpreter for Mac, interpreter for Windows, interpreter for Linux. So here they have shown the 3 operating systems, Mac, Windows, and Linux, and it will be it will give the interpretations that will be uniform, that will work on every platform. As I have previously discussed the features of Java, here I will show you once again. As in the previous lecture, when I have discussed the feature of Java, the second feature is the important one, platform independent. So platform independent means दूसरी programming languages की तरह जैसे C++ होता है, Java में आपका platform independency रहती है. That means the bytecode which I am converting here through the flow, you can see that bytecode can run on any platform. Means we can work easily in the Java program irrespective of bytecode. So bytecode is distributed over the web and it is interpreted by JVM on whichever platform it is being run. It is showing that easily that bytecode can be distributed over the web. So moving further towards the program. As you can see in this figure also, this is the bytecode which we are taken in the form of .class file, and then it is moving towards JVM. This JVM execution engine is making its interpretation uniform on every platform. That means if we are using any of the operating system, तो system हमारा कौन सा operating system use कर रहा है, उसके irrespective हमारा bytecode easily रन करता है. तो हम इजीली उसको रन कर सकते हैं, इजीली उसको चेक कर सकते हैं कि वो क्या है, और उसके बाद आप उसको फर्दर प्रोग्राम को रन करा सकते हो. So this is the architecture of JVM, and this is very important from exam point of view also. This is the basic JVM environment, and it is showing the working of the class loader, then JVM memory and execution program. So how does the program works? First of all, as you can see, the first part of the program is class loader. As we already know that whatever program we are taking or whatever working we are doing inside the computer, we need some loaders and drivers for it. So this is the class loader. And when the class files enter in the class loader, it simply goes into the JVM memory. अब JVM की जो memory होती है, उसके environment में हमारे पास बहुत सारे sub components होते हैं. For example, here you can see, firstly we are having method area, then heap, stack, PC registers, native method stack. Now every sub component has its own functionality here. For example, method area means the area where the main method will work. Okay, as we are declaring public static void main, so at that time the method area will be having that particular program. Now heap is the dynamic memory allocation area, जो हमारा garbage value को store करता है. वहां पे आपकी जो भी variables free हो रहे होते हैं वो एक garbage की तरह compile भी होते रहते हैं और फिर वहां से remove भी होते रहते हैं. Stack is the basic data structure which we take in PC registers are the registers that hold the address of the next pointer. Okay, whatever value we are going to use in the next step, that will be stored by the PC registers. So PC registers हमेशा हमारे temporary buffer areas होते हैं जो हमारी value को save करते हैं. Now this is native method stack. What is native method stack? Native method stack simply means कि आप जो है वो जो अपना local area ले रहे हो, local method ले रहे हो, वो आपका कहाँ work करेगा? वो work करेगा आपका native method stack में. Now this JVM memory is then giving the output to the execution engine, and this is parallelly working. There are some additional method libraries also which are present in the Java environment. So this is basically the architecture of JVM. JVM is the Java virtual machine, or again I am telling it is the main platform or the execution engine of Java, where we check that how Java is working, how it is taking place. Okay. This is the description they have told. This we have already discussed. Class loader. Just now I have explained you the functionality of each subcomponents. The same this slide is depicting. The class loader reads the class file and save the bytecode in the method area. Then moving to method area, जो आपको पता है कि JVM में हमारे पास सिर्फ एक ही method होता है which is shared among all classes. So which holds the class level information of each dot class file. Okay. तो ये class file जो है हमारी information वो हर class file की होती है. Then heap is the part where objects are allocated. This I have already told. ठीक है. It creates a class object for each dot class file. स्टैक हमारा JVM मेमोरी का ही पार्ट होता है, लेकिन हीप की तरह हम स्टैक को टेम्परेरी वेरिएबल्स को स्टोर करने के लिए यूज नहीं करते हैं. पीसी रजिस्टर्स क्या होता है, वो हमारा ट्रैक रखता है कि कौन सा इंस्ट्रक्शन एग्जीक्यूट हुआ है और कौन सा जो है वो आपका एग्जीक्यूट होने वाला है. सो दिस ऑल वी हैव ऑलरेडी डिस्कस्ड. गार्बेज कलेक्शन इज द component which we have already studied in the subject data structure. When we create any instance or any objects are used, then after their use they are automatically destroyed by the garbage collector for the effective memory location management. Okay, so this features exist in Java also. Moving forward towards these things, if we talk about Java working environment, so we have three terminology: JVM, JRE and JDK. So JDK is the main toolkit of Java, which is known as Java Development Kit. So it consists of all subroutines, all libraries, all the class files which are required for the execution of Java program, which in further comprises of JRE, Java Runtime Environment. और उस Java Runtime Environment में हमारा JVM भी होता है, which is the main engine. It consists of some libraries and compiled class files also. Then it consists of compiler, debugger and other development tools. So this is the basic environment of JRE that says that we have some class loader, okay, these engines, libraries and compiled class files, compiler, debugger and other development tools. So this is the main working environment. और इन तीन components की जो combination है JVM, JRE और JD की, वो ये show कर रहा है. Okay, moving further toward another term. Now moving towards the small components of any program. First of all, whenever we are taking any object, so for object declaration we need a variable. So this is the basic line which is showing how to save a variable. Data type variable underscore name is equal to value. As you already know in C programming also, when we are declaring any program or any variable like int num, so num is here any variable which will hold the integer type of value. So always a data type is also required for declaration of a variable. Sometimes it's optional also if we don't take any data type while declaring the variable. So system assumes it as some default data type. For example, integer value as default one. Okay, if we are taking in Java, so Java sometimes take the default data type as string type. Okay, here they have already showing the data type. यहाँ पे उन्होंने data type show किया है. First line में integer है, second में character है, and in third one again they are showing the declaration that we have taken a number and put the value as 100. Int number is equal to 100. Now there are some rules. Once again, when we write the basic syntax of the program, so we have some rules for everything. So here they have given the rules for usage of variables. As if first one is variables naming cannot contain white spaces. For example, int number, here they have shown a declaration. While working on the keyboard, if sometimes by mistake we have given a break space, we have given an enter, we have given a space bar. So that time we take it as declaration of variable. So variable name has space in it. Okay. So if we are taking space, so that time it is taken as an invalid character. Then second point is variable name can begin with a special character such as dollar and underscore. Just now as I have talked about identifier, सो आइडेंटिफायर में हमारे कुछ नेमिंग कन्वेंशंस थे कि स्टार्टिंग अल्फाबेट आपका न्यूमेरिक नहीं हो सकता और द फर्स्ट अल्फाबेट इज टू बी दिस ओनली, इट कांट बी कैपिटल. सेम इफ आई टॉक अबाउट वेरिएबल, सो वेरिएबल नेम कैन बिगिन विद स्पेशल कैरेक्टर्स सच एज डॉलर एंड अंडरस्कोर. तो डॉलर और अंडरस्कोर से आप जब भी अपना वेरिएबल डिक्लेयर करेंगे, सो वी कैन बिगिन विद बोथ दीज कैरेक्टर्स. ओके. देन थर्ड वन इज एज पर द जावा कोडिंग स्टैंडर्ड्स द वेरिएबल नेम शुड बिगिन विद लोअर केस लेटर. एज वी टॉक अबाउट क्लास, की क्लास का डिक्लेरेशन जब होता है तो फर्स्ट लेटर हमेशा कैपिटल होता है. सिमिलरली इफ आई टॉक अबाउट वेरिएबल, वेरिएबल का नेम हमेशा आपका लोअर केस लेटर यानी कि स्मॉल अल्फाबेट से स्टार्ट होता है. फॉर एग्जांपल हियर यू कैन से इंट नंबर. सो इन इंट नंबर व्हाट दे आर टेकिंग एनी नंबर दैट विल बी ऑफ इंटीजर डेटा टाइप एंड वी आर शोइंग इट एज the value. For lengthy variable names that has more than words, do it like this. For example, if we are taking two variables and we are declaring it, so like this we can take int a small number and int. So here we have taken the data type as int and we are using it like this. Big number, okay, int big number, int a small number. Here we have taken two variables, one is named as a small number, another one as big number, and both are holding the data type int. Finally, these variable names are case sensitive in Java. If I talk about sensitivity, जैसे कि हम क्लास की डिक्लेरेशन को सेंसिटिविटी में होल्ड करते हैं, सिमिलरली इज द वेरिएबल नेम्स आर आल्सो केस सेंसिटिव इन जावा. दैट मींस वी आर टेकिंग इट एज केस सेंसिटिव कैरेक्टर्स. ओके. नाउ एज यू हैव ऑलरेडी seen in C language also, we are having the different category of data types. So this is the hierarchy which is showing the different types of data types in Java. Again, data type as in C are divided into two main categories, primitive and non-primitive. So primitive always holds the type which are already by default assumed into our compiler, that they are already present into our compiler. Okay. Then non-primitive, primitive is further divided into various categories, Boolean, numeric, and so on. So this is the complete hierarchy, and which is important if they are asking you the types of data types used in Java. So this hierarchy or this figure can be written in your answer, and you can take this. Then non-primitive, which we are declaring it by ourselves or which do not by default comes into the language. For example, string, array, or if we are creating any user-defined data type, right? So these are all the categories of data types, primitive data types. Okay. Here the usage will be explained via the program. If I talk about the range in memory, so this is the basic range they have shown of the various data types: byte, short, int, long, float, double, character, boolean. So this is need to be remembered, as in sometimes exam they ask the question, so what is the range or what are the size in bits of the particular data type. So this is need to be remembered and this table is to be noted down. Moving further towards the types of variables, Java की अगर मैं बात करूँ, we are having three main types of variable, as the name is indicating: local variable, static or class variable, or instance variable. अब नेम पे ज्यादा ना जाके आई गो विद द डिस्क्रिप्शन. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, लोकल वेरिएबल्स. व्हाट आर लोकल वेरिएबल्स? Whatever by default variables I am declaring in my program, in my method, constructor, block, they are all local variables. Okay, तो local variables की अगर मैं बात करूं, वो methods में declare होते हैं, constructors में या फिर blocks में. तो उसको हम डिस्कस करते हैं. और लोकल वेरिएबल्स आर क्रिएटेड व्हेन द मेथड, कंस्ट्रक्टर और ब्लॉक इज एंटर्ड. सिंपली whenever we are declaring any new method, any constructor or any block, at that time local variables are created. And when it will be destroyed once it exits the method, constructor or block. और destroy कब होते हैं? जब वो method या constructor के बाहर आते हैं या कोई हमारा block of code है. Okay, now what is the meaning of block? Block simply means the curly braces which we are starting, that shows the main logic implementing in the program. Okay, लोकल वेरिएबल्स आर क्रिएटेड व्हेन द मेथड, कंस्ट्रक्टर और ब्लॉक इज एंटर्ड. और वेरिएबल आपका डिस्ट्रॉय होगा एक बार मेथड, कंस्ट्रक्टर या ब्लॉक आपका एग्जिट हो जाता है. उसके बाद वो पर्टिकुलर लोकल वेरिएबल हमारा डिस्ट्रॉय हो जाता है और उसकी मेमोरी भी हमारी डिस्ट्रॉय हो जाती है. देन फाइनली, एक्सेस मॉडिफायर्स कैन नॉट बी यूज्ड फॉर लोकल वेरिएबल्स. इफ आई टॉक अबाउट एक्सेस मॉडिफायर्स, तो एक्सेस मॉडिफायर्स आपके लोकल वेरिएबल्स के लिए नहीं यूज होते. क्या क्या एक्सेस मॉडिफायर्स बताए गए थे? 2 टाइप के बताए थे आपके. ठीक है, public, private and other was different types. So they cannot be used for local variables. If I talk about example, so this is the example of local variable. This is a simple program where we have taken the method and simple a test named class. एक class लिए जिसका नाम है test के नाम से. उसके अंदर हमने एक method declare किया है जो एक particular puppy की age को declare कर रहा है. Initialized we have done with the 0. Then we have incremented this by 7 value. Age is equal to age plus 7, and finally it is printing the age of the puppy. So what it is doing, it is creating any object of class test, and simply we are taking the value as a parameter of age for the particular puppy, and वहां पे हमने उसकी value को increment करके फिर show करा है. So this is the example of local variable. As I have discussed that we have total 3 types of variable in Java. So this is the first example, and later 2 more variables are left and their programming example also that we will carry out in the next lecture. Thank you so much.